I would say Vanderbilt, in addition to being the epicenter of a lot of research in Nashville, it's also in a great location. We are very close to downtown Nashville. It is very easy to keep the work-life balance, I've found. I can easily, pop into lab during the week, during the weekends, but then easily have an event. So it is very easy to have a work-life balance here.
I had some preconceived notions about what the South would be like, but the place has surprised me quite a bit since I've been here, and it continues to surprise me. It's a lot more cosmopolitan than I expected. I think it's a really nice city that's really on the union of the North and the South, which is why Vanderbilt was created, to bring together the North and the South parts of the country, and it does that really well. So it's got some of the benefits of the culture that the South provides, but it's got sort of the big city cosmopolitan feel of a major U.S. city. So I like it a lot.
Nashville feels like home to me now. I've been here 15 years, and when I first moved here, I was kind of nervous because I was from the West Coast, and I had never lived in this area of the country before. I didn't know what it'd be like, and it's really got a nice blend of sort of an urban flavor with shops, restaurants, a lot of fun things to do, great activities, but you don't have to go that far if you are a nature lover and you want to go hiking or just driving out on dirt roads.
The weather is wonderful. We do have a little bit of winter, a little bit of snow, but overall it's very mild and a beautiful climate, beautiful surroundings. So yeah, it's a great place to live and work.
You really get that Southern hospitality. It's really true. People are so nice and welcoming and warm, and you pass by someone in the street and they offer you a friendly smile, which is something I am not used to being from bigger cities.
Nashville is a fantastic city. It really grew on me. It grew on me fast. One of the actual reasons I love Nashville is actually because it looks very similar to my hometown. There are tons and tons of different types of food and restaurants that you'll find in Maryland, and I have that same feeling when you come to Nashville. I feel like Nashville is kind of like a melting pot of a lot of different people, cultures, and it's a mixture of like a kind of big city vibe with a small town kind of feel. It's fantastic, so I love it.
Nashville has been surprisingly great. Yeah. I was a little nervous moving here initially. Coming from Miami, there's a wide Latin culture that I have there and a lot of my family. But moving here, seeing the music, concerts in the park that I've gotten to go to, going downtown, I really love the city. When I went home a week ago and I came back, I felt like I was coming back home.
Nashville is awesome. I love living here. It's such an international city. It's vibrant. There's so much going on. My favorite thing is that we get this email called Work-Life Balance at the beginning of the month. So it shows all the events that are going on in Nashville, and there's so many. So it's definitely a change from coming from a small college town. Really, the problem is picking what to do.
So every year they have this tomato festival, which at first I had no idea what a tomato festival was, but it's kind of this art scene in this one part of town, and they have different art crawls you can go to, and then there's also like a bacon festival, which is awesome. It's like breakfast and brunch types of things. And then the university itself, it has this community festival day where they have it for some of the undergrads and the grad students, and then they invite the Nashville community, and you're allowed to go to that. I've been to that a couple times.
Yeah, so my go-to in Nashville is actually to go out and to see music. I'm not a big country music fan, but the good thing is that there's lots of different music options in Nashville, I've discovered. So I really like to go to the Ryman and see a lot of different musical acts there, but less country and more sort of rock and alternative options. So, but there's lots of music choices, which is fantastic.
Some of the most fun things I've done is concerts. Of course, Nashville is Music City, and what I really like is the small venues. We have our big arenas and things like that, but you can go to a small venue and be a few feet from the stage and seeing some of your favorite artists perform.
So I'm really big into going out and doing hiking, so I've been all around all the parks in Nashville. There's a lot of state parks even in Nashville that people don't really recognize, that you can just go and escape for an afternoon. I'm big into backpacking, so there's a ton of national parks around Nashville There's places north, east, south, and west that I've gone for camping. So that's really the big thing that I would say Nashville offers compared to other cities I was looking at for grad school.
Nashville has changed so much in the last 23 years. I mean, when I moved here, as I said, there was no professional sports teams except for the Sounds, which is our minor league baseball team. But now we have the Predators hockey team and we have the Titans football team. We have an art museum. I absolutely love it here. It's really fun.